Yeah, just did a random experiment. No idea if it'll come out good at all. But while we're waiting, I might return the drawing. I have my small sketchbook with me. Some of the photos I took the other night, aside from like ones of James and taking photographs of Peter and to correct the sketch I did of Peter a few days ago. I also did a silly photo of myself pretending to run, like I'm holding something burning, so I could draw a domino, like basically just refine that sketch. This lovely drawing of Domino and Paul McCartney I did last stream. Yeah, usually when I draw my sketchbook, like if I have a drawing I don't want to smudge with my hand, I learned that you can just put a paper over it. So I'll work on Domino here, and Paul I'll finish later. I think it's mostly the arms I wanted to like make them look better. So I guess I'll start darkening the lines. And eventually I was thinking, I like this drawing enough that I might color it and use it for, like, whenever I do cooking streams. This is a picture of you, Domino, I'll use. I'm okay with his face looks here, so no real changes there. It's like maybe I want Domino's mouth to be wider, like ah. There we go. Yeah, having it wider like that makes it look more shocked. The only thing I'm concerned is like maybe the large chin on Domino might look unusual, but I don't want to make it look like he's got a Peter Griffin chin. Peter from Family Guy, not Peter the cat. All right. Alexa, how much time left?
You have 9 minutes left on a 15-minute timer.
I'm not in a rush to finish this. It's not like I'm trying to beat the clock or anything. Maybe Domino's ears a little bigger. In just a moment, I'm gonna check the stew. I've thought of like maybe doing some animation streams, but like I'd be drawing on paper if I can figure out the best way to position my camera. Maybe I get a better, something to hold it in place. Figure out. I've had an idea of like, what if I animated Perry doing something goofy in his superhero outfit? One of my other characters. Okay. There we go. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, one of the things I've changed a lot on is how do I draw Domino's ears and how. Not just Domino's ears, like everyone else's ears, all ears of all my characters. Like, maybe you do like the part of the ear, inner ear where the hair is. There we go. Okay. With look at how I draw Domino's arms. I'm not sure I need to adjust very much. I like how back of his shoulder here. Alexa, how much time left?
You have 3 minutes left on your 15-minute timer.
Almost done. I think my brother might be coming down to feed Scamp or something, or other dog. Okay, so one of those arms I'll redraw here. Just making the arms more shapely and more anatomical. Okay. There we go. The timer should be going off like at any moment now. Here we are. There we go, that's one hand down. Alexa, stop. I've been streaming for 2.5 hours now. I probably should call it quits soon because I don't want these stream files to get too big for my computer. Yeah, so try and finish it up in like 5-10 minutes. Oh, here comes Scamp, I think. Oh, now just a moment. Oh, Scamp. Sorry. Hey, buddy. Okay. Bella had her turn. Now here's Scamp. Say hi to the internet, Scamp. There we go. There. You got to be in a very weird live stream, Scamp. You'll be famous on the internet for the wrong reasons. I'm just trying to figure out Domino's leg over here. Oh, I think he might want out. to let Scamp out. Just a moment, Scamp. I'll let him in like a minute or two. Or when he starts barking, I don't know. Bella is the one that like yaps all the time when she's outside. I think Scamp only barks if he like sees a squirrel or if the dog next door is like, you know, bothering him. Okay, there. Either that or I just wait for Scamp to start scratching at the door and then I'll know, okay, he wants in. Alright, let's see. Nope, it looks like he might already want in. I mean, it was raining earlier. Just a moment, Scamp. And before I end the stream, I'll probably take a little taste test of the stew I made. Just to ensure that, you know, it is at least somewhat edible. All right, now this is the part where I wasn't so sure. This other arm, like, looks like I have it going out straight. Let me, yeah, like the second photo I'm using as a reference. Again, this is a photo I'd rather not show. There's some photos I'm okay showing and some I'd rather keep private. Unless, I don't know, some celebrity leak occurs and I'm one of the people affected. But I'm not sure like how damaging my leaks would be. Like here's GuineaPigDan posing in very strange ways that match how his characters look in his drawings. I mean, this is completely normal for an artist to do this. So it's not like there'd be really anything really scandalous revealed other than, you know, like me just posing really funny. Well, the pink paper didn't have my name on it. Yeah, so I should probably recycle that later. But even then, you know, with the magic of editing in Adobe Premiere, I can just get rid of it or blur it out. I'm getting a little, maybe I'll extend the arm out a little bit, more like this. There we go. I mean, when I did the Chinese language panel, the panel host asked that his face not appear on camera after he took his fursuit head off, and so, and there were also a few parts where he had like stuff on his computer showing on the projector, and he asked me to remove that, so I just cut it out or blurred it. So it'd be a very easy fix. Okay. There we go. Okay, the pie will probably move it up a couple inches, or maybe in between his hands. Here we go. Not sure if this hand looks a little too long. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, well, I like how that hand looks. It needs to be a little closer over here. Here we go. Now a flaming pie in between his hands. I'll just... I could reference the pie I made. There we go. Fat looking pie. Yeah, that's why I have a paper here, so I don't smudge my drawing of Paul McCartney. It sounds like Scamp went upstairs, so... Probably gonna just go to my brother's room and sleep there some more. It's not just cats that act like Garfield. You know, dogs can be like Garfield too. You know, Garfield's life lessons can be applied to many other species aside from cats. Okay. I mean, just look at Domino. He's a chubby little furry who eats a lot. He's surely followed Garfield's teachings to a T. All right, there we go. There's the one part I'm not. Just trying to. There we go. A little tuft of fur on Domino's elbow. It's a little. Yeah, Domino's elbow is hidden by the flaming pie. This is like a really, really tall pillar of fire coming from this pie. Maybe it's a bit charred too. There. All right, there we go. You know, the pie I made was a pumpkin pie. There we go. There's Domino, and I haven't worked on the Paul McCartney sketch anymore, but I'll probably finish him later. It was the sketch of Domino I wanted to finish up because I might color that and make that into like a thumbnail for future cooking streams.